There's dolphins. Right there.
Right there.
Wow. Yeah, I did. Hi, I'm with Kylo right now. We are currently in Big Sky, Montana. However, this video is going to be talking about mental health while traveling, and it's also going to kind of showcase my trip. Hi! It's going to showcase my trip to Orange Beach, Alabama that I just took last week with my family. I thought this would be a good video to do it on, considering that a lot of my struggles when I first started traveling had to do with homesickness and being away from my family. I'm here in Bozeman, Montana, headed to Atlanta for a layover, and then from Atlanta I'm going to Pensacola to spend the week with my family. My flight was delayed like 2 hours, so I'm really bummed. I got here so early.
Well, the local time is 10:59 p.m. Please note the 1 hour time change. Please stay seated with your seatbelts fastened to carry on items to the
As I mentioned, the worst when I first started traveling at 18 was homesickness. Hurts me to think about because I felt so alone. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. It's really hard going from being in somebody's life every single day in person to not seeing them for months to years, and just seeing them grow older and, you know, learn new things and get into different things, and you don't feel like you know them as well when you're not with them all the time. Really, just how you alleviate that is keeping them close, even from, you know, the distance, however far you guys are apart. Social media and obviously your phones nowadays, like, you can really keep up with people. So I FaceTime my family quite frequently, sending them like random like little updates and asking them to do the same for you, just so you still feel included in each other's lives. And then also just meeting people that spark that joy in person and sharing that new experience with somebody new as well. I've met kids and stuff on my travels that just remind me of my sisters, and giving them the love that I really want to give my sisters, just genuinely, it sounds kind of weird, but it helped me. Just treating everyone like family as you go, and you'll make your own family while you travel. Yeah, those are good. Let me see those in.
Not tough at all.
Those are tough.
UV protection.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need those. Alright, let's see. Some for me.
Yes.
Which one's for me? These ones?
Put those on. Here,
Let me try.
I'll get you. Oh, yes, bro. Ready?
Why are these so good, though?
Watch me layer like a queen. Ready? Wait. It's called layering. Get on the trend.
You look like a mom. Yeah, you do. You look like you're gonna go pick up your kids. The next issue that you could run into while traveling is getting somewhere new and feeling isolated. Just know that even though you can feel isolated, you're never alone. And at times, yeah, I do still feel isolated. I do still feel lonely. I don't know, you know, there's kind of a disconnect because you don't know why you're not clicking with people, but sometimes that's just how it goes, and it's okay. That time should still be like reveled in. Like, you should still be excited to spend time with yourself, and maybe it's just a time for you to get to know yourself more. I really struggled with, especially when I was younger, was getting itchy feet and just wanting to go constantly. Since I started traveling so young, it just became like a norm in my adult life. I always had something new going on. I was always meeting new people, and I was really good at it, but that also made it really hard for me to stay in one place, and I would like just feel stagnant. It would get like, I'd get anxiety. It was a long road getting over that one. I think I only started to quote unquote settle down when I was like in Australia, and you know, you meet people and your values change. The only thing that really helped me with that was just letting myself. Like, I hated staying stagnant. I tried to go home so many times. That's another thing with homesickness, by the way. Let yourself go home. Let yourself feel uncomfortable for a little bit, but if you figure out the reason why you're uncomfortable is you're in this place and you don't want to be there anymore, let yourself leave. I began to crave routine and, you know, enjoy the stagnant life of, you know, normal everyday life. Only when I started to get older. Your dog is crazy right now, you're crazy. As much as it sucked when I was younger, like just having to go different places all the time, and my bank account didn't love me for that, I'm happy I did it. I've lost a little bit of enthusiasm as I've gotten older. Life wears on you, and I'm happy that I did everything that I did when I was young, because I probably would not have the energy for it now. You just need to find something that fits your timeline. Like, I don't think I could have done seasonal work when I was 18, because you stay in like the same place for, you know, 6 months or however long. And for me at 18, that would have been way too long, and I would have gotten itchy feet really quickly. So you just learn and you grow as you go. Orange Beach, Alabama. Just spent the day jet skiing around. We're about to go to dinner. Oh, you look so cute. Lucy. Hi, honey.
She got hiccups.
You got the hiccups. Oh. You're so big. Whoa. Hello. Going to dinner.
You're good.
This is one that may come across as like a little uppity or shitty, and I don't want it to come across like that at all. It's just my experience, and I'm gonna tear up thinking about it. One of the main things that I learned very early on is it's hard to relate to people if you are a full-time traveler. When I got back from my month in Thailand, that's like all I wanted to do was to talk about it, because it was so cool, and I was freshly 19, and everything was so exciting, and I wanted to share in what I experienced. But I came home. But I came home and really nobody asked me about how the trip went. Nobody wanted to talk in detail about what I went through and what I did. I wasn't really asked anything, and that was such a letdown for me, to do this like really cool life thing and then you can't share it with anybody. It's really, really hard. That's why it is really nice traveling with somebody, I will say, just because you guys can both, you know, be nostalgic about the trip, or talk about, you know, how cool it was that they did this there, and the customs and culture. Just finding a travel community, that's really the main reason why I love making videos and stuff. It's because I do get to share what I've done and what I still continue to do. But just know that you're doing it for you, and just know that you know you have all these cool experiences, and don't force them on other people. It's a completely different experience. You've lived a completely different life than them, and it's okay that they don't care to know, because you know everything that you've done. And if, you know, people want to know about it, the right people will come in and you can share that, and you can share your experiences. But not everybody's gonna want to know about everything you've done. What's up, guys? We're at the beach. Watch this Moana off. Little nightly beach walk. Morning. My Tawny and a Tawny. What's up, guys? At the beach. We're here to do the first time, bro. What else should I say?
What's up, guys?
I'm here with Stella and Emmy on Orange Beach, in Orange Beach,
Could you be
Alabama.
any closer to the camera?
Our flashlight died, so now we're just out here
I got a fat weight.
manhandling the shells.
Is that all?
What the hell?
We've got the one that I found. It has a little dent, but you know,
It's so good.
this one Maddie found, it's like thick off. Then we got this one, cute, full hole, and then we got, I think that's about it actually. Alright, let's get back to work.
My dog is teething. Don't bite me. Another struggle that I've had to deal with quite recently is people projecting and thinking that I'm selfish, and also that I'm not responsible, and that I can't handle responsibility just because I have gone to so many places and I do so many things. I got in a fight with my brother because he was assuming things when he hasn't asked me anything about my trips or travels, and he doesn't know how I travel. But for some reason, projecting onto me that I am not responsible. And I travel for me, so it does not really matter what you think. I have loved, you know, the life that I've gotten to live. I'm so sorry, he's going crazy with this bone right now. Yeah, you. Thanks. Travel for you, it will take time to grow a thick skin, but just know that it's nothing personal, and I'm just very grateful for everything I've gotten to do. This is the elevator that Tyler fell in.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. No, it's not.
We're at the hot tub. What are you thinking, Emmy?
It's too hot.
No, I feel so Second to last thing that I struggle with, and I don't really know if you would qualify this as like a mental health struggle. Veganism and finding food while traveling, it is very hard and it makes me feel very disconnected because most of the time I am the only vegan around. Me being vegan also does make it a bit hard to relate to people. I'm usually the only vegan around. On this specific trip to Orange Beach, I did cry at a dinner one time because my sister-in-law and my grandma, I love them all, but they just started making comments about how like there was nothing for me on the menu. I knew that. I brought a granola bar. I was a bit upset though because I just hadn't eaten well the last like 2 days. Down in Alabama it is really hard for vegans. At least where we went, that was like all seafood and meat and there was nothing on the menu for me. And my grandma and sister-in-law, you know, it came from a good place I'm sure, but they were just like, oh, you can cheat, just be pescatarian today, just be pescatarian. There needs to be an understanding, and I just did not feel like they were understanding me. Like veganism for me is not a diet, it's like more so a lifestyle choice. I do it for ethical reasons, and so it's just kind of hurtful to me, especially when I was so hungry as well. I just like couldn't handle it. If you do have special dietary restrictions, just know what you're getting into beforehand and do your research. The beach is stunning, however it is a bit stormy today. I was down at the indoor pool for like 5 minutes before I got kicked out because there was lightning within 15 miles of the resort, which is a big bummer, but it is beautiful out. I do love storms. My sunburn is so bad. Like, what is this? Look at this. Look at my back. I'm cooked. Last but not least is goodbyes. I talk about this all the time. Goodbyes are so hard for me. But just know to see you later. Like, I still cry. I cried at the airport leaving Orange Beach. It's still very hard for me to be apart from my family and my little sisters. I used to tell myself, like, do not cry. You're gonna win a car if you don't cry at this goodbye. I try to like bribe myself and I'd be like, I don't need to cry. I don't even care, and then I would sob. Now I just let myself cry. It's okay. There's a reason I'm feeling those emotions. I'm letting something out. I'm a very sensitive person by nature. Even on my first trip to Italy, I met these 2 girls and I spent like 3 days with them, and I just met them, and I still cried when we said goodbye after the 3rd day. That may seem really silly, but some people will have a really big impression on you, and that was my first big trip abroad and they made me feel really comfortable. So genuinely, I think it's really sweet. If you have a hard time with goodbyes, just know that that means you have a big heart, and that just means that they meant something to you. But just know, like any mental health struggle, especially while traveling, like it's a lot of new things and it can be overwhelming at times, but as long as you're doing it for you and you're doing it for the right reasons, you'll get through it, and it's just a part of life. I'm gonna take this crazy on a walk now, so I'll see you later. Bye. Bye, Orange Beach. We're leaving the airport now. Alright, I'm coming.